Hello Taurus, and welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going to be an Astroflower reading for the 17th, the 18th, sorry, going through to the 25th. I hope you've had a good week. Did you get your messages out there? Hey? So let's look at your Astroflower here. We've got the spiritual side and we've got the material side. So on the spiritual side, this is all to do with your relationships, with singular relationships, so you and your partner. But this could also be sort of family, friends, work colleagues, people around you in your community. And this is on your work front. This is on your professional sort of side. This is to do with your projects, with your businesses, and such forth, and jobs. And this is the sort of karmic path, and that's running the energy that is running through you at the moment. So these are the messages that come in from the universe on the outside, trying to influence your karmic path. And this is your spiritual karmic path, and this is your material karmic path. Is this that Taurus moment? We've been talking about it. We have done a reading for the world. If you haven't seen it for Taurus season, that should be a good one to have a look at. So, and there seems to be something coming through, and your karmic path at the moment is to break basically the ties with last year. This is the most important thing, and you'll be moving on to the ties or the projects and the karmic path for this coming year. In your relationship side, it looks really good actually at the base. You've obviously, your karmic path is basically to just welcome in those gifts from the universe. So this is, I would be very open with yourself, open to different ways of doing things, different avenues to take in your life, different perspectives on relationships that you can have around you. And it's going to demand you to do a little bit of a leap of faith, because Taurus, you know, you're a fixed sign, you're earth and fire, as you can well see in your Astroflower. If you haven't seen that, go down in the links below, and you'll be able to see a picture of your Astroflower with all your elements in there. And this is all so you've got your fixed fire and earth on this card here on your leap of faith, but you've also got your cardinal energies, your cardinal elements of your fire that comes in there and your earth that comes out. So this is asking you to really sort of, in this leap of faith, accept all the bountiful gifts that the universe can give you. That's on your sort of relationship path. That's the sort of going or guiding message through the week. On your material path, the guiding message through the week is, yeah, there's a difference between one year and the next, and you seem to be coming into this difference, so this changing period between your last year and your coming year. And the universe, this is usually sort of line cheating scheming card, the Five of Swords. No, it's not. Sorry, I do apologise. It's not a line cheating scheming. That's a Seven of Swords. I wonder if it'll come up later on. You'll have to see. This is more of a case of feeling shut out from society in a way, but it looks like it's a good thing. It looks like you should be walking away from situations and confrontations that don't actually serve you anything. And this may create this tower moment. So you may have to go through this week, where it basically, a tower moment doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It may well be a bad thing at the moment, but when you look back in the future, you'll probably say to yourself, that was a good idea that happened. That cleared a lot of space for me, got a lot of stuff out of the way so I can actually just progress through my life. So this seems to be coming through you this week, or building up into you this week. I'm wondering if it actually does appear this week. So let's just take the relationship side, because that seems to be the bubbly side of you at the moment. This is where your guides are trying to help you. They're sort of saying to you, in order to get the best out of your karmic path this week, try not to burden yourself. Try not to take on too much of the worries of the world around you. That doesn't necessarily mean don't listen to people. That means generally sort of be there for people, like we should be. But at the same time, people's problems are people's problems. They're not necessarily your problems. So it's probably a case of, yes, do hear them, but don't actually take them emotionally on your shoulders. It's also a fact that you're coming to the end of that. You're almost moving yourself into a situation where you can unburden yourself through your relationships around you. How does the guides influence your inner conversation? Well, they're asking you now, this is where they're sort of saying, with these opportunities, these gifts from the universe and this leap of faith or that you're going to be taking, so you might do things completely differently, you're going to discover a really good side about you, a side that's a lot lighter, that's a lot easier for you to actually enjoy your life and just laugh your way through life. And that's what this is this bit here, these 10 of Wands. It's coming to the end of that path of where you've been burdening yourself with everything around you. And with that weight coming off your shoulder, if you do that and you accept these gifts in the universe, you're going to have really good relationships with people. It may find that not only through your work, but also through your community, your family and your friends, it might be very easy for you this week. Enjoy it. It's not necessarily sort of getting victories or feeling empowered by it, but just actually enjoying as if you would enjoy swimming down a beautiful river that's lovely and fresh on a hot summer's day. It's asking you to sort of like just enjoy all your relationships around you. Let's have a quick look what's going on your, how mad is this? How quick, what's going on your professional side. Look at that, you've got the 7 of Swords. That's exactly what I said, lying, cheating, scheming and everything like that. So I wasn't too far off, I was already in there. So it might be a little bit tricky for you to regards to your business, your jobs and stuff like that. You might be in a job where you've got a colleague that is also in a similar sort of position as you, and it might mean that there might be a little bit of a competition to be further yourself in your career, and it's asking you, the universe is sort of saying to you, sort of like, hold back, wait, play smart, don't necessarily rush in there. This is what it's sort of saying, and walk away from conflicts that don't actually serve you to get you further on your line. Other people might try and drag you into conflicts because then they bring you down to their level. Don't get involved with it. Allow it to just literally blow up by itself and stand clear, and allow that space to be cleared for you going forward. Well, certainly on the physical front, and it's completely different story to the emotional and the relationship front. So, yeah, okay. So this is you might be sort of saying to you, I'm in a rut. Things are not moving on as quickly as I want them to be moving on. They're not developing the profits that I want from my business, or I'm not getting further on in my career, or this house is not being built and stuff like that. You may feel that around you, but it needs something to literally get out the way, almost to be destroyed, almost to be a situation that you might have to sort of say, no, that's it, I've had enough of that, I want to move on. Or it's a case of changing your structure within your business slightly, so therefore you can free yourself up. And that's what that Tower moment might be. And it might mean that you have to lay off certain workers, or you might have to take on certain workers. It's going to change the dynamics of your job, of your business, of what you're supposed to be doing in your projects and stuff like that. But there's certainly space that needs to be cleared up. And if I was around the Taurus, I wouldn't be, sort of shaking that red flag in front of them, because when you guys charge, you do charge. But at the moment, you might feel yourself physically as well a little bit trapped. So be careful for your back and stuff like that. Make sure you get some nice stretching exercises in and stuff like that. This is a real dual side. And when you see in your flower, on this side here you've got earth and fire, and this side here you've got water and fire. So it's definitely, it might be emotionally conflictual for you at the moment within your business, within your job, or within your projects. And this emotional conflict may give you that sensation to start saying, I don't want to do this. So this is where you've got to play smart and literally play behind, almost prepare the foundation for a brighter tomorrow. That's what it's all about. But because on your social side, you're going to be very light. You're going to have you're going to be a lot freer within you. It's going to say it's probably going to ask that question. You might actually be leaving a job or shutting down a business or something like that, simply because it's not bringing you the pleasure that you want. And that's probably a good thing, and that may well be that Tower moment. And this is a good time for you, Taurus, to do this sort of thing. You're just coming up to your birthday, so then you're starting to your new year. And that means you're going to be able to progress going out a lot better. Yeah, it might be, this is not obviously not for all of you, but it might be a little bit difficult time. You might feel a little bit ostracized within your business or within your job or your projects. You feel like you might be burdening the weight of that business or of that project or job. But it certainly looks like that there's, on your physical side of things, there's a change needs to come. Now, in your birthday, when your birthday does come in, that's when you're going to get your energy starts coming back, flowing through you. This is on your birthday. And then you're going to be able to start committing to those physical plans that you should have been making over the last sort of 2-3 months. And those physical plans have got to come out there. And I'm going to actually, for you guys, I'm going to pull, I just want to pull something on that tower to find out what's going on there, because that seems to be the crux of the situation. So you got the Eight of Swords. So a repeating of that, your Tower moment is coming out of the idea that you're feeling stuck. And it is that passionate fire that it was within you that's going to take you on to the next level. It is a very fast and vibrant card. So getting yourself out of being stuck. And then you got the King of Cups. So I would if you're thinking about moving job or changing business and stuff like that, I would do it if I was you. And I would be persistent about how you put it through, simply because it is going to allow you to have a brighter tomorrow. And I would also look at the aspect of how emotionally you can live your work and your business and etc. So you can actually feel happier about the job that you do. If you're in a job that's really happy for you, that's absolutely brilliant. Just be careful that fall comes before pride. Is that the phrase? So just be careful. Just be a little bit wary. Just don't push it too hard on the business front and stuff like that, or on the jobs. Just allow that river to sort of take you down gradually as you go forward. This feeling of loss of now normally that's a loss of money, but also it's the fact that you may feel that you're you're ostracized from that business or workplace or money and stuff like that at the moment. Allow the river to flow through, allow the water to go under the bridge, and within the look good. You should have made those choices, because you did have the Two of Swords in that part there, and you had the Ten of Cups there. And you did have that card there down there last week. So this conflict has been brewing up in you, and it seems like it's going to be coming to a head this week. So Taurus, I know you will do, but just go ahead and confront it. I trust you. You will be able to get the best out of the situation, not just for you, but also for other people around you, because you're a little bit like that, aren't you? Anyway, Taurus, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you do subscribe and click that bell, because it does help us out, and it'll be lovely to have you here in the family of the Astroflower. There's loads of other videos that you can go through. There's also our sister channel, Cymatic TV, which you can go and have a look at, which we do a lot of energy work on that. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.